Oh, oh, love, still there, still there. Storm came down, I didn't flinch. Blood on the porch, boots wouldn't inch. Eyes like fire, coat full of rain. Tried to forget, but it clung like a stain. I never left that night. I never left that night. Body walked on, but my soul got tight. I never left that night. Bible, page torn through, lantern smoked, sky turned blue, river ran fast, washed no sin, she kept knocking, I never let her in. I never left that night, I never left that night, words got cold and the stars took flight, I never left that night. Spoke once, then stayed quiet. Creek won't tell, but the hills might. Ravens know they circle slow, one for grief, one for the blow. Hands still red, can't scrub them white. Every morning feels like midnight. I never left that night. I never left that night. Time moves on, but the wrong stays right. I never left that night. Still there. I never left that night.
Crows don't sleep when the sun goes down. Empty rocking chairs still creak with sound. Rust on the barn, eyes in the hay. Voices mumble what they never say. Midnight oil burns too slow. Shadows walk where crops don't grow. Whispers in the cornfield, scratching at my brain. Can't tell if I'm dreaming or just gone insane. Old man's warning keeps spinning like a reel. Truth don't sleep and the dark don't heal. Prints vanish, but I never move. Echo argue, but there's no one to prove. Red moon rising, fence gate swings, and night keeps humming low like it knows things. Tried to leave, road loops back, silhouette riding on a pitch black track. Whispers in the cornfield, scratching at my brain. Can't tell if I'm dreaming or just gone insane. Old man's warning keeps spinning like a reel. Truth don't sleep and the dark don't heal. Clock hands melt on the chapel wall. When the scarecrows call, whispers in the cornfield, scratching at my brain. Can't tell if I'm dreaming or just gone insane. Old man's warning keeps spinning like a reel. Truth don't sleep and the dark don't heal. Still hear 'em whisper under every road. Still hear 'em whisper where the black winds blow. Land sways in the blackened barn. Rain hits like fists on the tin roof dawn. Ash on my boots from the cinder cold. Hollow wind hums through a broken soul. Left him cold by the old mill gate. Creek ran red at a crooked rate. The darker the night, the brighter the blame. Heaven keeps quiet, but hell knows my name. Each shadow I pass still whispers the same. The darker the night, the brighter the blame. Hymn book torn where the blood soaked in. Found it stuck in the devil's bin. Kept that page with the fire and flood. Wrote my sins in the margins of mud. Ravens perch where the steeple fell. I hear them sing, I know that spell. The darker the night, the brighter the blame. Heaven keeps quiet, but hell knows my name. Each shadow I pass still whispers the same. The darker the night, the brighter the blame. River took my name that night, left me breathing not quite right. She stood still in her widow's black, eyes like knives that don't turn back. Said you run, but you ain't free yet. Truce a debt that you never forget. Drop the book at my bloodstained door. I ain't hiding in the hills no more. The darker the night, the brighter the blame. Heaven keeps quiet, but hell knows my name. Each shadow I pass still whispers the same. The darker the night, the brighter the blame. The brighter the blame.
Down by the well where the whispers crawl, smoke in my lungs, can't breathe at all. Seen that crow sitting up on the rail, 3 days straight, black eyes never fail. Rust on my boots, dust in my cup. Clock's gone quiet, time's all messed up.
I got rust in the blood, rust in the blood. Dreams don't sleep when you're stuck in the mud. I got rust in the blood, rust in the blood. She don't come back, but the shadow does. Lantern burns, but it don't throw light. Moon won't rise in this kind of night. Wolves don't howl, they just watch me sink. Every thought louder than the next blink. I got rust in the blood, rust in the blood. Prayers hit the floor like water to flood. I got rust in the blood, rust in the blood. Dig my name deep where the silence thuds. Crows still counting, one by one. No road out, no rising sun. I got rust in the blood, rust in the blood. Ain't no fixing what's buried in mud. I got rust in the blood, rust in the blood. Heart ticks slow like it always should. Rust in the blood. Where no wind should be. Boots sank deep where the pine roots twist. Morning fog kissed a grave I missed. Wasn't marked, but I knew the ground. It hummed my name without a sound. Last I saw him, his hand went slack. Tried to pray, but the sky turned black. Coal dust rose as the hillside split, and the mud took more than I'll admit. I hear his voice in the dirt, low like thunder, cold like hurt. Don't need words when the guilt still speaks. He talks in tremors and in creaks. Mama said, boy, don't lose your name, but shame's a fire you can't tame. Ashes float where the sermons ring, and rivers don't clean a buried thing. Lantern swings in the windless barn, every creek feeling like alarm. Bible open, but the ink runs red on verses no one's ever read. I hear his voice in the dirt, low like thunder, cold like hurt. Don't need words when the guilt still speaks. He talks in tremors and in creaks. Dig deep enough, the silence moans. Not all ghosts stay in their bones. Tried the creek's cold bend, even grace said that won't mend. Now I walk with my shadow wide, and his breath right by my side. I hear his voice in the dirt, every hour, each footstep's flirt with a truth that don't stay down, like roots that crack the burial ground. Still hear him speak, even 6 feet ain't deep. truth still breathes. Woke up burned by a name I knew. Smoke on my shirt, moon cut through. Shovel marks at the chapel bend. Whisper start where roads don't end. He was kind, but he found my bluff. Said, boy, regret ain't ever enough. I held that thought like a loaded round. One flash, then no more sound. Ashes don't lie, they just glow. Truth comes back in the undertow. You can run, you can change your coat, but fire remembers every note. Like an open hymn, saw the sins scribbled in every limb. Tried to speak, but the air was dry. A storm rolled in and I knew why. Cold train screamed through the haunted pass, each echo louder than the last. I rode that sound straight into guilt, through every church I never built. Ashes don't lie, they just glow. Truth comes back in the undertow. Change your coat, but fire remembers every note. Buried deep where the roots stay hot, your sins don't rot, they do. Now I speak in a windless town. Folks cross the street when I walk around. The past don't sleep, it just pretends. The flame still waits where the road ends. Ashes don't lie, they just glow. Truth comes back in the undertow. You can run, you can change your coat, but fire remembers every note. Down in the bend where the trees lean hard, tracks and cold in the muddy yard. Lantern flicker, then slip from hand. One last breath, then I buried the man. He asked why, I said, don't it wait? But time don't pause when you carry that weight. My boots walked on, but they echo bad. Each step rings out the blood I had. Tried to preach, tried to plant some roots, but the crows came down in funeral suits. Built a porch, but the floorboards moan like the soul I left under stone. Where the lantern died, I still burn. Every dust I twist and turn. Tried to leave, but the night won't go, and the light don't rise where the lost ones know. A child came round, asked for a tale, said, what's that scar where your skin looks pale? I laughed too long, then I couldn't speak, and the wind came cold through the cypress creek. Old church walls grown thick with moss, cross still leans where we count the lost. I wrote his name on the stone with cold It's smeared like truth when you tell it cold. Where the lantern died, I still burn. Every dusk I twist and turn. Tried to leave, but the night won't go, and the light don't rise where the lost ones know. Forgive me, Lord, if you still hear, but I ain't sure you're anywhere near. Now my hands don't feel the rain, just the heat of a memory's chain. One more storm, then I'll lie down right where he fell in that no-name town. Where the lantern died, I still burn. Lessons learned, I never earned. Carved in dirt, not stone or gold, where the quiet screams and the dead don't grow old.